Wait, let him try. Dami, try recording. Let me see.
It's still the same thing. I need to seek permission from you. Please request recording permission from the meeting host. Are you the host? Yeah, you're the host, right? Exactly. So like I should be able to record. I don't know why.
But I'm recording from my end, so maybe later on I'll send to you. So let's just continue. We have so much to cover. Okay, so now we've gotten where all the brackets are, and we want to extract all the nicknames. So what we can do is to get the total length of the string. Okay, so let's do that now. So we can put an equals to sign, and we get the length of the string like we did before. That easy. You put your equal to sign, length, then open your brackets, indicate the cell, close your brackets, and you press enter. So we can see that the difference from the difference from the length and the one where we find the bracket is 8. So that means we have 8 characters that are holding that bracket, those two brackets. So if we count it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So 8 characters.
I counted 7. No. Best B is 7. So
plus the
is
bracket.
it counting one of the brackets?
Yes, plus the closing bracket.
Okay.
Yes. In Excel, everything is a character, including your space. Your space, your full stop, your bracket, anything is a character. So it's identified as a character. So you have to count them too. Now, since we've gotten the length, let's click it down. So you have all the length now for all the characters, all these cells here. So what we can do now is to bring out the what we need as a nickname. So let me open a new cell here so that I can follow along. I don't want to open a new sheet so we don't start getting confused and all. But if it requires me opening a new sheet, I will. So looking at this, I think we should just open a new sheet because it's becoming.
Maybe we can reduce the length of this one.
Yes, let's do that. Thanks for that. Exactly. So we're good to go. So can we see that? So the next thing now we will have to bring out the nicknames. So first of all, you have to understand the location. Is it right? Is it left? Do you want to count from right? Do you want to count from left? So the way it works, looking at your screen, so you can just look at your screen. Where your right hand is your right. Where your left hand is your left. So that's how you work with it. So it's not rocket science. It's not that you have to turn your system and say, okay, that's my right and that's my left. You work it as you see it. Your right, where your right is your right. So the last in parentheses is the right, and the number 1 is your left. So that's how it works. So so I want you guys to really concentrate, because at this point now we're going to really go into a very massive form of a formula. So just watch this. So we are going to use an if function as always. Equals to if C1. So if C1 is greater than 0, is greater than 0, we want to count from left. Or wait. It's not C1 actually. Sorry. If B1, remember we have zeros here. So if B1 is greater than 0, I want you to count from left. Count from left. A1. If you see the left, it shows you a text. And the text we are working with is what? A1. So after the text, you put a comma. It shows you the number characters. So now the number characters are your C1, which is 20, minus 1. Sorry, I've already brought it out. So you can see what is showing. But we're not done yet. That's not the end of the formula. So let's do an equals to. So value if false is going to bring, because let me leave it as that for so you understand why we need to put that. So you can see that this is coming out as just, it's not more bringing the bracket part of it. So if you click down, you see that there's a false here. False here. So what we need to do is to put a value if false. So value if false is A1. That should bring back the cell A1. So put an equal to sign. Come here and you scroll down. See everything comes out nicely. Can we see that?
Sorry, you said value false is what? Okay, is the name.
Yes, A1 is the, if false, it should bring out the cell. So the ones that don't have brackets, it should just,
nickname, okay.
Yes, it should just bring back what is there. You understand? So if you look at the formula for D2, you see that if B2 is greater than 0, which is not, left A2, B2 minus 1. That minus 1 is minusing the 20. 20 minus 1, that is giving us 19 characters. Can you see that? Because if you put 20 still, it's going to add the brackets to it. So let me just do that so you see what I'm saying. If you leave it as that, if you don't minus it, you see that it's bringing back the bracket. Can you see that? Yes, but now we have to put in that minus 1. Minus 1. So it doesn't bring out the brackets. So any question? Do you understand what just happened?
Yes, I understand.
Great. So now the next thing we're going to do is to bring out our nickname. Let me create a new colon. So create our nickname. Now this time our nickname, we are counting from right? That's the shorter, the fastest way we can get it, isn't it? So I'm going to count from the right. So we say right. You see right. So the text is as usual. Go back to our A1. So in A1 text, comma, the number of characters that we're looking for is going to be C1 minus D1. So if we do this and press our equals to sign, you see that BASI comes out. Can you see it?
Yes, but pick up the last bracket. Yes, but it picked up the last bracket.
Yes, where you are going somewhere. Yes. We're going to do that now. So that's how we can get for the right part. You're getting it. So this is it. So oh, it's bringing back. Okay, it's bringing back those
It's bringing out the bracket and the
yes,
numbers.
yes, bringing out the. It's not bringing out the nicknames. So what we can do to correct this. So let me undo this. So I'm just showing you how to get the nicknames out. So what we're going to do is just please write the formula. Are you writing the formulas down?
Yes.
So have you gotten the formula for this right? Finding from right.
Yes.
No, great, because I'm going to scrap that out now. Because I just want to show you how to get from the right. So we can actually go on the main formula. So what we can do is say equals to if open bracket. Let me use the if function properly. If open brackets. Now the logical test we want to do is if B1 is greater than 0. It's greater than 0. That's the logical test, comma. Value if true will be left. Now we're counting from the left now. Left, then open bracket, right again. I will explain this shortly. Just wait. Right, right. So now, why I'm putting left and right now is that, remember in the last part, it brought out the open bracket, right? The closing bracket.
Yes.
So what we're doing, we are trying to meet them at the middle. We're trying to count from the left first, and also count from the right and meet them at the middle. Do you understand? So what it's trying to do now is say from the left, because if I bring out this right now, if I write the right is going to spell out A1. That's the formula I just gave you guys. A1, C1 minus B1. So it's saying, okay, now we've gotten that bracket, right? We've gotten best B, then closing bracket. So it's saying now the left now, it's counting from the left now. So when it gets to Y, it's going to minus 1. So at the end, it's going to about minus 1. So if I put the bracket like that, and I put close brackets, close bracket, then minus 1. So close brackets, now value if true. Just a moment, I'll explain all this. Value if false. Say formula you have entered as some. Okay, yes. Okay. Just give me a minute. I think I put in so much listen. Okay, minus 1, comma. So it's giving me a lost value. Just give me a second. Correct it. Now there's one thing about Excel. When you are putting in brackets, you have to make sure the brackets are balanced. If one is higher than, if the opening bracket is higher than the other, it's going to mess up your. Let's do this first. Let's do this first. So close brackets. So B1. So the first thing I said, write A1, then the number characters, that's C1 minus B1. So if I close the bracket, not yet complete. So value, we are now in value if true. So I put a comma there. It's going to tell me value if false. The value if false. So I put an empty string there. You see what we are getting now is B. Just B. I think this formula is not the formula. So let's see. Okay, I see where the problem is coming from. So after we've gotten the right A1, C1 minus B1, we put a comma here. So it wants to tell us the number of characters now. So what we'll do is to put a length. So we have to tell what do you call it? We have to tell Excel the length of the BASI. That's from B to the closing bracket. So right from right again. After all this, I will explain everything. Just hold on. From right, then the text is always A1, then comma, then D1. Sorry, not D1. C1 minus B1. Then close brackets, then minus 1, close the brackets. Then value if false will be hello guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So you see that it's coming out as BASI now. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So let me explain everything to you. So what is happening here now?
This formula is long.
Yes. So you have to understand why it's like that. That's why I did the first formula. You notice the first formula I wrote out was this right. Can you see it? I highlighted it for you guys. I first of all wrote write this. So what Excel is doing is you have given Excel the information about this guy, the one I highlighted. That means you have removed BASI. Then the last in parentheses. Are you getting me? The last bracket, that's the closing bracket. So what Excel is going to be seeing now is best B, sorry, not BASI. Best B close brackets. So we are not saying it should count from left. That means it's going to count from BESSBEY. So it's counting from left. Then you have to say comma. You're not telling him the length of that what do you call it? Of the BASI. You are giving me the full length. Now the full length is how many? Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the full length is 8. So I say, okay, you're telling the full length, then the full length minus 1. That means you're removing the last bracket. So you're not saying, okay, comma, if it's false, make it empty, make it an empty string. That's where this last comma string comes from, empty string. So you've given Excel the BASI. Or what I would do is to actually give you a breakdown so you see why this formula is long and why it's short. You understand? So if you want me to break it down in maybe in three cells, you can see the process of why it's like this. Do you want that, or we should leave it as this long formula? Hello?
Break it.
Okay, I should break it down. Fine. So
Break it because we need to work with this.
all right, let me break it
I have
down.
something to do with it.
All right, let me break it down. So I'm inserting another colon. So that we can. I think if I break it down, you guys will not get so lost. So the first thing I did was equals to right open brackets. The text is this, then comma, number characters, this minus this, close brackets. We have Basi, isn't it? So that's the first thing we did. Then we want to tell what do you call him? Want to show the length of want to show the length of these guys to Excel. Let's just copy that first. So copy. Sorry, let me escape this. So copy and let's paste it here. Put my equal to sign. So equal to sign. So if I do this formula now, right? So length this. So you are seeing the length now. The length is 8, isn't it? So you are telling him that this is the length of of Basi. So what we will do is to join this. We have this one and we have this one. So let me see. Equal to left this guy. Sorry. Yes, Basi, comma. Then the number characters will be, sorry. I needed to open something else. I'm coming. Let me open another column. You see, it's a kind of a long journey. So most times it's just good to just do one long formula and you're done with it. But let's go down to this. So the first thing we want to do is equal to. Now I want to get the length of where the bracket ends. So we say find, like we did before. Oh no, we don't need to do find. Sorry, we don't need to do find.
Sorry, William. Alpha. Did you record last class? Do you record last class? Okay.
I can't hear you. What did you say?
He's asking if you recorded the last one, the last meeting.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. So this let's do this. So we have equal to left. So I think this will work. Left the text this, then the length. Sorry, comma. First of all, the text, then comma. Then number characters will be this minus 1. Can you see it? So if we say okay now, you see that it's giving us Basi now. Can you see it's giving us Basi? Huh?
Left.
Yeah.
So that's like a short, like a long cut to doing it. So we can either use this long formula or we can use this process. Can you see it now? So which one do you prefer? Should we go back to the long formula?
When you've done like, and then put one inside the other.
I'm not hearing you, please. Your network is cracking.
I can't hear you clearly. What were you asking?
If you can, if I can't hear, just type your questions on the chat box so we can just continue. So, Chidima, do you prefer the long one or the short one?
I prefer the short one.
The short
But the
one.
thing is, I feel like I feel like formulas. If you have like a book or something where we can see this Because I feel like it's a lot to put into our head at
You can't
once.
put it in your head. You have to understand it.
That's why.
Yeah, so like, well, this is the first time.
Yes,
This
that
is the first
the
time we're
what you
working with
do.
them.
What you do is to write it down. Rather, say you write it down and you go and study it later on. Why I could actually give you the
Okay.
shortcut was because I went and sat and I studied the long formula. I wasn't giving the shortcut. I studied the long formula and I break it down. And okay, why did they accept it? Why did they accept that? So the first thing is to what? First of all, bring out what you want to find. Find the length of that one, which is 8, then minus 1 to bring out the basi. That means from left, count, and when you get to the end, minus 1, and to give you basi.
Okay. Can we get this sheet when you're done? I'm writing from the beginning. There are some things that I missed. Would it possible to get this sheet?
I will send it to you right now.
Thank you.
My pleasure. So should I remove it or I should just leave it as it is? Because it's not well arranged. Actually, just wanted to show you guys. Actually, what I would do is to remove the shortcut. Since you guys have seen it, remove the shortcut and just leave it at the long formula. So I can continue. Just write down the formula. This is the first one. Just write it down. Just write it down so we can just quickly continue. No time to waste. So I'm putting in the chat box. So I'll remove it. So that's the first step. That's the first one. Then the next step is to show the length. Show the length. This one is to show the length. Yeah, finally. Oh, I'll remove this one already. Okay. Then bring out the left. So can you see them on the chat box? Right, left, two, left, open bracket, E1, comma, F, C, F, F, 1 minus 1. So I think we're good to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me take this back. So you understand all the thing that is going on in this long formula. So that's everything. So what we'll do is just to click down and you see all of the formula, all of the nicknames are there written. Can we see it? So that is it. So that is it. So next thing, what can we notice now? We brought out we separated the names now from the nicknames. So let's just copy that as value in the next sheet. So copy that as value. So we're going somewhere. So let's open a new row. So here we can put name. And you can also put nickname. Then phone numbers. Phone numbers. So let's go bring the phone numbers here. So can just copy, come to sheet 3. And post. Oh. Sorry. Let me first delete this. So paste. Paste now. Copy. Okay. So we are going to paste a new row. Insert a new row. And name is on name. Name. Nickname. Nickname. And phone number. So we've gotten this far. So what else can we notice from all this? Are we there?
Yeah, we are.
All right. So what else can we notice from all this? So I've put this in a new sheet. So we can see that there's still some problem with our name, which is the 1 plus 10 plus. We need names to just be on their own so that we can actually manipulate them to the way we want them to be. So what we can do is to delete everything that's after this full stop. So we can say, okay, we want to remove all the numbers. So how do we go about that? We can still go about that by looking for what? By using find. So we can say here equal to find. So what are you finding? I said find text. The first thing is what? Find text, right? So what are we finding?
A1.
We are looking for where we have full stop. Can we see it? Where we have full stop in that string. We're looking for where we have full stop. Then comma within which text? Within this text. Right? Within this text. And the starting number, like we said before, was 1. So we can say, okay, let's enter. How many characters are there? 2. That's because of 1 and what? And full stop, which is 1, 2. Can we see it? 1 is 1, 2 is 2. Sorry, full stop is 2. Can we see that? That is why it's 2. So if you come down here and put this, you see that you have 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 10 plus the full stop makes it 3, isn't it? Do you get it? Are we understanding this? Hello?
Sorry, I lost you right there. Sorry. Please, 2. Where's 2 coming from?
Okay.
Let's see the formula again.
I'm looking for, I want to work on this the names, the name column side. Can you see that? I'm working on the
That
name.
was the phone number we're working on.
We are done with the phone numbers. These are the phone numbers.
Because we might still need to edit it. I'm still seeing some errors in phone numbers.
Okay, more like the it's not more. Some are having two phone numbers, right?
Quotation marks, full stops, and the rest. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
those.
what I thought we're working on now.
No, we're not working on that first. We can still work on that if we want to. But first, we want to work on the names first. For the
Okay.
for the phone numbers, we're almost done with it. So there's no an issue again for the phone numbers. So let's work on the names first. So I was looking for where they find full stop. You can see after the one we have a full stop. So we are saying, okay, find text. We are finding what full stop inside a string, comma, within what text? Within A2, which is this, comma, starting number should be what? 1, which is this. So if it counted from 1, which is 1, and the full stop 2, that's why we're having 2 there. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see.
Yes. So if you look at the second one, you can see that there's 10 and full stop. So if you come from 1 to 0 to full stop, you are counting 3. That's 1, 2, 3. That's why it's what? It's 3. Can you see that now?
Yes, yes.
Great. So the next thing we want to do is to find the length of A2. So as usual, we do the length of what? A2. Oh, no. Sorry. So doing the length of A2. So the length of A2 is 19. So we just drop that down. Good. So we have the length and we have where we want to get lost. So what's the next thing we do? We count. So this time we're going to be counting from the right. If you look at the right, you see that the right is fine. It's fine, right? The fine is okay. The right is okay. We don't have any nicknames disturbing, isn't it?
Yes.
But where issues are at the left side, which is that one and full stop. So what we can do is to write a formula which is equal to right, counting from right. What text? What is the text? A2 is the text. So from that right, said number characters. And the number characters we want to work with is 19 minus 2. Can we see that? 19 minus D2. That's E2 minus D2. So close the brackets and put OK. See that our names are on their own right now. Can we see that?
Yes.
Any question? Anybody wants to ask something?
No, I'm okay.
All right, great. So all we do is to bring it down, same thing, and you find that all the names are good and they're looking good. Can you see that? So now, another thing what I'm noticing is you see that the names are having uppercase and lowercase, isn't it? So the best thing we can do is to just put an equal sign. There's a formula we call proper. Proper. So what proper does is brings out the text to a proper way. So you see now that all the uppercase and the lowercase are fine. Look at the proper formula again. Just equals to proper, then F2, and it's okay. Can you see that? Now all the names are fine. Are we good?
Yes, you're good.
Great. So I think we can copy this. Sorry, I needed to do something. So I think we can copy this Then let's open a new sheet. Paste. Oh, do you know why it's showing in href? Who can guess why it's showing me an href? All right, this is an error sign because I'm not pasting it as value and it's coming in a new sheet. So I have to paste it as value so that we don't have this error coming in. So I paste as value and it comes as okay. So let's go back to sheet 3. So we have our nickname, we have our phone number. System is angry. So let's copy this to sheet 4 to paste. So we have our name and we have our nickname, we have our phone numbers. So it's looking good right now. So the last thing we can do is just the phone number, right? So it's looking good now. So we are actually out of time now, but I want to show you guys one thing before we leave for this. So what we can do is to sort this out so that it looks good alphabetically. So we can just highlight everything to the end. So how do you, now it depends on how you want to sort it out. Do you want all the ones that have known phone numbers to be down, or you want the ones that have phone numbers to be up? So it depends on what you want to sort. So let's say I want to sort by name and I want to make the value from A to Z. So what I can do is just come here and write pick value is, sorry, sort on is value and order is A to Z. Just click on OK. Okay, yes. So if I do this, it sorts it out. But there are some things that I want to show you first. Let me show you something first. If you click it like this, maybe you want to just sort everything out once, like this, and you go to sort. Because you have headers, so you can say sort by column A value. So you have to come here and click my data has headers so that it does not sum everything up, you get. So it comes here and you just click and it still shows you what you have. So that's how it works. Are we good?
Yes.
So finally, before we go today, there's what we call random numbers. You know, when I'm sure you guys have gotten to a place whereby they give people random numbers and maybe 1,000 to 9,099, 9,999. So we have numbers like that. I want to get random numbers like that. So there's a formula for random numbers. So we can say equal to and say rand. So if you say rand, put your closing bracket there and you press OK. Let's see what this one gives us. See that it gave us a random number of 0.888. Can you see that? Hello?
Yeah.
Why do you
With a
need to
random
do
number.
this though? Yes, that's what I was about to ask.
You said, why do you want to?
Why are we finding the random numbers?
Now, this is not concerning cleaning data. This is more like having an additional knowledge about Excel.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
But
great.
what can we use it for?
Well, you can use it for assigning maybe you want to give out, maybe make a random pick in a sample, and you want to make a random pick of a sample. You can use it for that. You get? So now this is just giving us a random number, but you can say, okay, equal to random between. So let's say you're having a list of people that have a code number of, let's say, 1,000 to 9,999. And you say, okay, you should just make a random number of people that just pick randomly, so it to be fair. You understand? So maybe you want to pick a random number of list of people with these code numbers. Maybe you want to assign something to them, or you want to give them an opportunity or something. So you can just do this, and it gives you a random number for this. So you're having 8806. So somebody that has this code number of 8806 now gets called. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what random numbers are for. So you can use it for,
Sorry.
yes?
Such the phone number arrangement. So
Okay, the phone number arrangements. You want us to work on that before we leave, right? Hmm? Hello?
hello, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yes.
so let's work on that before we leave. So let's iron that out. So let's do this. The first thing, we are noticing what now? You want to remove the equation, the quote, right? So what we can do is to count from the left, sorry, from the right. So count from right. But first, we are finding first. Let's find first. So we are finding. Well, I think a straight sum will sum it up. So let's do right. Then the text is this. System is okay. Okay, fine. The text is this. C2. You have C2. Then you have comma. So then the normal charge now is going to be, we'll have to work on the length first. Let me work on the length first. Sorry. So equals to length of this guy. So we're having this. Come on. Okay. So we're having 14, which is the length. Yeah, we'll put that down. Done that. So the next thing to do. Oh, my system is hanging. So equal to, then we do the right formula. Then the text is this. And say equal to, the chart is this minus 1. So put okay. Let's see what it give us. So can we see that the number? Can you see that? That the
But all of them, it's not all of them that have codes, right? This
I
quotation.
put a quotation in all of them at that first part. So you look at it, everything is free. Look at them, everything is free, except some having a value error. And why do you know? Do you know why the value error is there? Because of they don't have a number. Do you understand? So I think what we should do is like we did before. Like what we did before, which is saying if error. If error, the value then comma. If error, value if error will be 0. Or no, just space, an empty string. So put an OK sign there. The system is having a lot of issues. Okay, fine. So it has read it. So let's try it again. So you see that there's no error value anymore. Can you see that? There's no error value anymore. So I think the phone number is fine like this. Now, what you should understand is why you are seeing this number like this is because I used a random numbers. So, but when they are a proper number, you can actually use these numbers to work. You understand? Hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah. So I think we've sorted out this one. So as always, you copy and you paste as value. So I think that's all to it. That's all to it. So you copy this and paste as value. I don't need to do that now. So we succeeded in cleaning data. So if there's any other thing you would like to learn, maybe more advanced formulas on Excel that has to do with hypothesis, sampling, that will be in another plan entirely, but I'm done with my job now. Are we okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm okay.
So if there's any questions, Damilola, Kechi, just let me know. Or it's something you want me to iron out, just let me know. So I'll actually solve it here and there now. Please just send it on the chat box so that we can hear what you're saying. It's cracking.
All right.
This issue now, you can start controlling from now. I don't know my dad. Trust me, you don't know. I've been doing the family since Monday. I've been doing the family since Monday. I've been trying to avoid all family. I made a mistake to have accepted to help my mom secure a new apartment. You see the problem has been me and my sister will fought now over the issue. I just said, you know what, I'm done with all this family thing. Too much.
So Damilola is asking, so I was saying that for the past 8 minutes or so, I've been super distracted, stopped at the proper F2 side, but at least I can rewatch the video. So no issues. Oh, okay. All right, Dami, it's fine. You can rewatch the video and I think it'll be good. So that's fine. So thank you guys for having me. I hope it was worth your time.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for the time.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.